This is Dom from BlackToad Studios, and welcome to part 6 of the 83rd Warhost Reinforcement video. And those who have watched part 5 will be quite observant to see that this is not a squad of Bloodletters, and is in fact a Heldrake. What? So I got myself a Heldrake for the LCO, and it arrived a couple of days after I put the last video out. So I was pretty enthusiastic to get this thing made and painted, ready to take up and smash some face, hopefully, at the LCO. So this is my Heldrake. I did something a bit different with this one. I've undercoated it red rather than my standard black, which I kind of think's worked out quite well. It's a little bit difficult to cover up all the red in places, but generally it was a lot quicker because you can just put the top red over it rather than having to put layer and layer and layer. So yeah, I like him. He's turned out quite nice. Got all my scripture and runes on the panel work there. Got lots of purity seals still flapping about, and of course based. So yeah, really pleased how this has turned out. Kind of look very nice with the rest of my army. I will do an army video for the LCO to go through my list, but in case there's spies watching, I might just leave it for until like the event's coming up and it's too late for anyone to do much. Not that I'm paranoid or anything, but that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at you, Idic Beer and Ace Face, and anyone else, geeks as well, if you're watching this. I'm not giving you guys any heads up of what's coming, except for a Heldrake. So anyway, that's what I painted. I didn't get too much for Christmas model related wise. Got some vouchers and another box of Raptor Warp Talons, which we'll have a look at in a minute to see what I've done with them. But generally my rule of thumb with models these days is get it, make it, paint it, rather than have a big stack of grey models clogging up my hobby space and making me feel really bad about not getting everything painted. So yeah, that's basically how I feel about having a mass collection of models. It does seem like it's kind of very demoralising looking at it and going, oh, I've got to paint all of this. Because before I started the studio with Tom, I had a really big orc army. It was about 6,000 points of orcs without any super heavies. So it was a massive orc army and none of it was painted, and I was just like, I'm never going to get this painted, it's ridiculous. So I did sell it and funded another army, but that's a story for another day. If you guys have got any similar stories, just put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Anyway, so let's have a look to see what is on the paint station for this week coming. Right, so on the paint station I have got myself a squad of 5 Warp Talons. Not something I've used before. The rules are quite good. They're kind of temperamental in the old rules where you'd have to get them in combat and with deep strike in, and then you got Turner getting shot to pieces, and then you could assault. But now with the Wrapped Talon formation, you can of course assault from deep strike, even though it's disordered. A squad of 5 Warp Talons with lightning claws is going to be pretty nasty getting in combat in the first turn, as long as they don't deep strike mishap, which can also happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to painting these guys. At the moment, I'm not too keen on these compared to the Raptors, model-wise, but I'm going to paint them up and we're going to see what they look like in the end. I'm not sure how these difference really on the backpacks here. The Warp Talons have these like fins out the side of the backpacks, rather than Raptors are just without, and they look a bit big at the moment, but we're going to see what they look like when they're painted. I'm sure they will look good. Games Workshop, of course, have never done a bad model in their history, so yeah, it's all going to go quite well, I think. So anyway, that is what I'm going to get painted. Bear with me, guys, and I will be back very soon with another video. So this is Dom from BlackToad Studios. Until next time, goodbye.